NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 180! Drop the back! Here, grip! Lefty!
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to take a shot right away. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 44's Mike. Check. Come up the ball. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. Here we go, D.
Hit. Following the interception, Young. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Two-jet bomber. Hey, box truck. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Fair. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Deep grip.
Throwing again. Young. And now Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the same play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
On second down, it's Sanders. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
To throw again on second down. Young And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Young. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to look deep for more. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken at his 4.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Mike Spoke. Oh, you got deep? 44, go.
On 1st and 10, Young. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Get him clean.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Kill.
Young working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
64, weak. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Switch. 6 guys. Check 6. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The throw right sideline here is complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
SOS. Kill. Mike Bob, I'm coming. Ram. I'm coming. Hey, alert 3. Shift. Hatchet.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll run with Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Spot. No. Shift. Shift. Check 43. Watch out. Hey, watch it.
Hey, other side, solid.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Look at me.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
Set, ready? 90, wolf. And we got 6-6, pull it high.
Check 26. Check it out.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
218, jump. Hey, high 7.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Hey, Charlie. Snap.
4th down, Young. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
We own it. Sunday.
On play action, it's Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go. 180.
Ready? Man left. 3 down.
Switch that.
Wentz now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 33. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
It's second and inches at the Eagles' 33-yard line.
Hey, wahoo!
54. Mike 50.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
18 Gator.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Let's go.
On first down, Craig. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Demaryius Thomas, his first touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will get them one closer.
16, 49ers 14.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now a pass dumped off to his running back, and they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood! Get it!
Now Young. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
He's coming, double up.
80 weapons.
Here's Young to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Craig. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, Delta.
To the air once more, Young. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
First down,
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Hey, watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his
Snap.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
First down, 49ers.
Ready, set.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
Pilot, 64. Weak. Check. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down now. It's Coleman, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 10 logo. Christian, Travis.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Smooth.
On 2nd down, it's Craig, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Young. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And this is caught. He hits more. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Check 25, check 25. Check 99, check 99.
6-6, pull it high.
Rush in.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. picked off around the 41. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Protein spill.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 15-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Topper.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check.
80 weapon.
On second down now, it's Craig, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Kill. And turn it up. Do.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Twist. Watch that. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Alpha. Pilot, 64, weak.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
We got 3.
Go. Let's go.
One last shot for Young. That is caught. Touchdown, and no time remains. And they're an extra point away from winning this football game.
Break out the oxygen tanks, partner. The air just left this place. This crowd was in a frenzy. They thought they were going to win. Now they're just an extra point away from leaving here with a really disappointing loss.
Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, this was a game we'll have in the memory banks for a while. The winning touchdown at the end, and then they had to get that extra point. You know, the knees were shaking, but he put it through, and boom, a dramatic victory.
And just remember, prior to 2015, that extra point almost felt routine, didn't it? Like it was a fait accompli. But when we moved it back to the 15, now the drama kicked in. So, yes, the touchdown, extremely important. Obviously, they had to have it. That was huge. But that was not a gimme, and he knocked it through the posts.
So for San Francisco, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing.